Late Night Grin. Also, what does that name mean?
Well, folks, slightly later than anticipated, we are here nonetheless, the Magnificent Seven, Late Night Grin 121. We are here for a draft program, a very special draft program, one of the cooler concepts. I think we're going to have a hell of a time here tonight. We hope everyone is well, or better than I am anyway. We'll get into that in a moment. The confirmed shoot. This is your first World Wrestling Federation associated program since the glory days, right? Since 2019 and the wildcard rule.
Yeah. No comment.
How are you?
I'm here. I'm fired up. I'm ready to draft WWF matches. We lost one again.
Oh, no. We keep losing men.
Yeah.
It's like Normandy over here.
Hopefully Matt can make it through the draft. Otherwise, it's going to be...
I'm still here.
I tell you. All right. To be fair, you might be able to be Matt again if poor Matt's.
Right.
All right. So you're good, is what you said, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm fine.
How was Rampage, baby?
It was definitely in focus. No, it was pretty good. It was fine.
Butcher and Darby looked good. I was just distracted because I was getting abused on Twitter.
Butcher wrestled Darby? That sounds fun.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
They had a match a couple of years back that was really good. It was one of Oracle's favorite AEW TV matches of the year. I don't know if he remembers that, but I do because he's a friend of mine.
I remember.
Yeah, tremendous stuff.
Butcher's having a good year.
The Butcher?
My AEW commentary for the night.
Where do you think he's at currently on the Fleet 50
12
projections?
12.
Yeah.
I don't know. That Dustin match might knock him down a few notches.
Yeah.
It might. Kris, fired up. Glad to have you back on. And this in particular, I mean, this is your gimmick here, brother. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to bring my baby here to the flagship. SummerSlam is the biggest party of summer, so it's only fitting that we have the biggest pay-per-view draft we've ever done. So,
indeed, it's a big one. Last week's SummerSlam show, it was a decent party. Decent, but there's nothing on tonight. I mean, Contrarian and Alex has got brownies and hot dogs and all sorts.
I was about to say that, I don't know about you, my SummerSlam party was off the chain, baby.
Well, I'm sure
we were everybody because we were saying
The big man is back. Speaking of such, Bobby Two Shoots in the building. You're already laughing at me, Bob. Have we got an issue here, pal?
No, it's going great so far. I'm having a really nice time. I'm fired up for the concept. I like the Halloween Havoc one. My stream froze for the last 10 seconds of the intro, so I thought I was going to drop out too, but so far so good.
Yeah. I opened the video on YouTube so I could share the link, part of my my contract with the Late Night Grin. And what happened was I forgot to close it. So for the entire intro, I heard the intro twice, which I have to be honest, at the time of 4:16 a.m. was quite frightening. I was very concerned as to what was going on psychologically, but it's okay now, thankfully. So
that's good.
There you go. Contrarian Alex, we were just talking about this party business. How are you tonight? Man, you look fabulous, I have to say. You look like you're in the prime of your life.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. That's you peeled the curtain back there with the brownies gimmick. So it was, ran out of time. I was making dinner. Had to pull some brownies out of the oven. They're going to be waiting for me after I win this. So
that's your dinner.
celebratory meal. I made hot dogs too, fucker. So you know,
Glizzies?
glizzies, some cold boys, and some brownies. But yeah, I mean, going back in Grin Grappler history on our Bret Hart episode, I did say that SummerSlam to me as a kid was always a bigger deal than WrestleMania, which I know sounds kind of weird, but that's just kind of how it was for me. And SummerSlam's always, you know, the whole Summerfest thing and these me and my college buddies get together. That's been like a 15-year tradition at this point. So SummerSlam always works up the warmest of fuzzies, and going through like the match listings and just my personal history with it has made me so fired up for this. And as opposed to some of our previous drafts, I have an actual game plan for this one and not just trying to pop myself.
Oh.
So we'll see how this evening goes. But I'm very excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Imagine if they chant "you sold out" though when you start getting into this intricate game plan, because that's kind of your bit here. You don't want to go against your reputation, you know, as the wild card, Contrarian Alex, you know. So keep in mind. Bob, what should people do to the like button as they enter here?
Should smash that like button.
Exactly right. They should. Oracle, you've been known to smash a like button or two in your time. How are you this evening?
I'm good. I was informed before the show that someone who shares the same alma mater as me, that will be her future alma mater, has won an Olympic gold medal. So that's pretty cool. Right up on her, Alex. She is finishing her last year at UTC.
I was watching her on the podium as the national anthem played as I shoved a fucking hot dog down my gullet, so I was properly representing America.
That's awesome. You know, other than that, I mean, you know me.
I do. We're good friends. We're mates, aren't we? I know you. All right. You know me too. Good friends.
Yeah.
All right, now one of my good friends, the confirmed shoot, is only confirmed shoot tonight. He is not Matt because we are joined by Chris's co-host, who tonight is actually Matt. Matt, how are you this evening?
I'm doing wonderful. Much like Brutus Beefcake, I'm just happy that my big star friend got me booked tonight. And you know, like a good new guy in the territory, I'm ready to do the job.
Yeah. Well, I'm right there with you because, to be quite honest with you, I'm not doing so well tonight, to be quite frank. I don't know if anyone's noticed. I had a bit of a meltdown tonight on the Bird app. I was watching SmackDown. I don't know why, but I was watching it and I just thought, something's got to give here. We can't go on like this, you know. I mean, with all due respect, I don't expect the Blue Brand to be a championship team. But good God Almighty, some of the fellas we had out there, running the floor tonight.
Can I be honest with you, Joe?
Please do. You're a friend of mine. We know each other.
So there are two television shows.
Wrestling shows?
Yeah. That are basically somewhat worthwhile to watch. 90% of the time, Collision's good, and then about 2/3 of the time, Raw is.
Right.
Via DVR delay. SmackDown's good maybe once every 6 weeks. So, you know, it might have a good segment on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to give you... Now, I'm no expert here, okay?
No, but you do know me.
But I watch every single wrestling show from both major companies because I'm a fucking idiot. And I would advise that maybe SmackDown the Blue Brand is not the brand you should have chosen.
If you don't like it, don't watch, dumbass.
Yeah.
Right. Firstly, I resent your tone. Secondly, I was told by the wrestling reporters out there, fucking wrestle purists and all those losers. Wrestling purists. I was told that AJ Styles of the OC fame was going to be in town for the SmackDown tonight. And if OJ's definitely not there. If AJ's there, usually that means the famed IWGP Kingpins, Gallows and Anderson are there. So
where was SmackDown tonight?
I don't know, Gotham City by the fucking state of how it turned out. I mean, they had DIY versus Pretty Deadly. They had what else did they do tonight? They had some wrestling matches on there. There was a lot of wrestling, and I just don't think we need that in this day and age. But nonetheless,
I'm assuming AJ is still in Florida from the Mar-a-Lago press conference yesterday.
we have a super chat from Cal who says, Cody face Roman on one show is a crazy cheat code. It's going to get contentious. We were arguing about this. Bob told me I was wrong, but I'm not. It's going to get dicey, I think, because Big Rome basically books SmackDown, doesn't it? It's going to be.
That's going to be weird.
Yeah.
The whole fallout is going to, it's going to.
He is over. Huge, dude. My goodness. He really is. Both of them, of course, but Roman's like, wow. The reaction he got tonight was spectacular. Bits aside, folks, SmackDown was fine. I'm aware. It's okay. All right. I guess we should explain the rules of this party we've got booked here, right? That would make some sense. So this is one of my favorite concepts, and Kris, I'm always thankful when we bring over a late night grin, because this is something that's very different, right? We love ourselves a draft around here, but for anyone who's unaware, we'll try and approach this like someone's never seen one of these before, which may be the case. Tonight we are trying to draft the best possible SummerSlam card of matches that actually happened at SummerSlam. This is not like the show they do on the WWE Network where it's like, these wrestlers wrestled on SummerSlam, what if they wrestled? No, that's not how we do things here at the Late Night Grin. Here, we have, how many years of SummerSlam now? 35, 36 years of the SummerSlam to pick from?
Yeah, 36.
36.
That's crazy. So we've got some options at our disposal, but it's not just a case of picking any old match in any old order. I'm going to try my best to cover the rules. Kris, stop me if I say something incorrect. We're all going to end up with 7 matches on our card. But there are categories. The categories are as follows.
That's too many for a pay-per-view. It should be 5.
It's fine for a pay-per-view, too many for a PLE.
Good call.
The categories are as follows. A non-title singles match, a non-title tag match, a IC or US title match, a world's title match, tag team title match, women's title match, and an other title, the extra title, which, Kris, we were debating this. We're not even debating. I just asked you beforehand. The one that I was unsure about was the ECW belt. The ones that definitely count would be what? Hardcore,
European, cruiserweight,
cruiser, yeah.
$1 million.
Which
$1 million.
The spreadsheet here, there's 8 of those, so they're almost all going to be taken. But
yeah.
Wow.
So Joe asked about the ECW title. I had it on the spreadsheet. I listed it under world title, but given I don't think any of us are drafting an ECW title match as a world title, if we want to shift that and move that into the other category, I'm fine with that. If everyone else, just to give us more options to play with in that category, because it is rather thin.
I just went for the ECW title matches in my head, and I'd be shocked if any of us picked them, including
two of them.
The latter 2 literally do not last more than 30 seconds.
No, they're both nothing match. So the only one really would be a match that would set Alex up for a very unfortunate joke. So maybe we should just erase. Yeah.
In 2007, it looks like John Morrison wrestled CM Punk.
So anyway, as I was saying, we'll probably leave them out, right? We'll probably, but I guess it's there as an emergency lever if things get hot under the collar. All right, so those are our categories. Now, once you draft a match, those wrestlers are off the board for you. So if I take, pick something that's broad. If I take Brett and the Undertaker, everyone else can still pick Brett and Undertaker matches. They just can't pick that match. And for me, that is the only usage I can get out of Brett or Undertaker, unless one of them was a special guest referee. That does not count. If there is a match, this is a good rule, because I would always forget this if it wasn't listed in front of me. If there is a match that happened twice at 2 different SummerSlams, you can only pick it once. We cannot share a match, even if there's 2 versions of that match. One pairing is counted as one match, even if you can specify, what version you're picking. We can only have 3 gimmick matches. They cannot overlap. They have to be 3 different gimmicks. And we can only have 2 matches from the same year.
In the gimmick match column, triple threats and fatal 4s don't count.
They do not count.
And I have a question about that as well, because we have mentioned the hardcore title. That match is obviously always contested under hardcore rules. Would that be a gimmick match then? Because the standard for the title is a hardcore match.
Given that is a requirement, if you're it's negotiable. We'll put it that way. Like if you're up against it and it needs to, you're kind of in a pinch or a bind, we can, as a group, kind of police this ourselves and see if it's all fair or not. You know,
We'll send it to the draft committee.
Go up to the line and then cross it, right, Bob?
Yeah.
Like, do you have to have 3 gimmick matches, or is that just the limit?
That's just the limit.
Okay. And the
For
hardcore
purists
title
like you
counts
and
as
I,
the other title, right? The
Yes.
hardcore- okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't do gimmick matches here.
Big Dude in the chat asked a question, and we have an answer for him because he asked about Cena and Seth from 2015. I believe in the rules, we could choose it to be a U.S. title match, or we could choose it to be a world title match.
Yes. If I think there's only 2 of those. There's that match, and then
Jeff and D'Lo, right?
Jeff and D'Lo, where 2 titles are on the line in different categories. So you would just specify, I'm drafting Seth versus Cena for my U.S. title match.
Some real perverted shit. I fucking love it, dude.
Okay, wonderful. Now we need to decide the order of this program. How do we usually do that? Do we have a thing? Don't we have a thing we do?
We usually just use like a random name wheel thing on the internet or something.
Confirm shoot. While I talk to the people, the masses, do you reckon you could do that? Or is that something I should do while you talk to the masses? What do you reckon?
I'm definitely not talking to the masses, so I guess I'll figure it out.
Legitimate thing that about 5 minutes we went live, I went, how do we decide who's in what the draft order is of these programs? Didn't find an answer, just carried on with my business. Very mad about SmackDown.
Okay, I got it already. Let me do some talking here.
All right, go on, mate. Go for it. So I hope that explains it, folks. If you have any questions, please place them in the chat. SummerSlam. The thing I love about doing this still is the actual bit here. I mean, we're doing a competition, and we're playing to win and all that good stuff. But the beauty of the SummerSlam and this show in general is you get to have these memories, right? You go back through all the great matches, the not so great matches, no doubt will come up along the way. It's a hell of a time in that regard. One thing I would like to note while the Confirmed Shoot prepares this for us, folks, please keep track of your own card, because then at the end of the show, we'll all run down our card and give it the sell.
Well, I did the list randomizer and I won, so I'm just gonna do it again.
It's snake. To be fair, it is snake order. To be fair, so
yeah, I'm good. Let's do it one more time here.
All right, mate.
Well, the previous draft we had it on the screen. Matt could be fucking fudging the numbers.
Well, how the fuck? I don't know how to do that. Hold on. Hold on.
I love all of us agreeing it doesn't matter about the order, and Alex stepping in with, wait on a second.
Just gonna, let's see, present.
There you go, you got to share. That's right.
Share
we do the
screen.
race. We usually do the race.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we do.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. Next time. We'll edit it in post.
This is not as exciting at all.
Next time for the WrestleMania Backlash draft.
There, list randomizer.
Oh, baby.
All right, I'm gonna hit
That's
randomize now.
GeoCities? All right.
Here
Yeah.
we go. This is
Randomize.
electric.
Oh, it's got my IP address on there. That's not good.
Pull it. Pull it.
Fucking Oracle one. You got to be kidding me.
All right, here we go.
Let me copy it. Here,
Okay.
let me get this off the screen.
Are you? Oh God.
Oh,
Hang on.
see?
Oh no.
Yeah, see what you
Jesus.
did?
I'm sweating profusely. This is getting dangerous. All right, Matt, are you gonna be able to remember who goes where? Because I'm not.
Yeah, I suppose. Wait,
Putting a lot of
you
faith-
weren't
I'm-
talking to me.
Huh?
I also jumped at that.
Confirmed shoots of the late night grin. Will you be able to remember the order, please, mate?
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
got it.
wonderful.
I got it written down here.
All right, wonderful.
Can't believe Oracle gets to go first.
We have a super chat from our friend Brainbuster who says, "R.I.P. Kev Saul."
Friend's putting it.
There's a time and a
Interestingly.
place for the short name gimmick, but fair, whatever. Kev Soul, I'm sure no conspiratorial references and or jokes were made by anyone on this panel tonight. You're correct. There will not be any made. That's absolutely the case. You know what? In all seriousness, there was a cool video that was on the SmackDown tonight about Kevin Sullivan. What a unique character in wrestling history. What a unique mind in wrestling history. Seriously, for a second. If I can be serious for a minute. He might come up tonight, right? Lance Storm, not Kevin Sullivan.
Oh, that wasn't
Anyway.
my IP address. Thank God. I don't know whose it was. It wasn't mine.
Bob's.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Just dock someone else.
Yeah.
Fucking feds come banging down, shoot storm.
Bob said, "Oh shit." That's the best he had. All right, so Oracle's up first, correct, Matt?
Yes.
Okay,
No.
we ready?
Who are you talking to?
All right. Confirm shoot. Is Oracle up first?
Yes, he is.
All right. Are we ready to start, fellas?
No.
All right.
All right.
Tell me when you're ready to start. We're off to a slick and smooth start here, folks. We hope you're enjoying the show. Bob, if they are enjoying the show, what should they do with the damn like button?
Smash that like button.
The enthusiasm that you say
Yeah.
that with is
Excitement,
unmatchable.
excitement, enthusiasm. It doesn't get any better than that, folks. That's the way it is here. I can see Alex is just chomping at the bit. He cannot wait to sink his teeth in it. You can't wait. You're so excited about this
I
SummerSlam
am.
draft business.
I'm fired
I'm
up,
glad
man.
to see it.
Okay.
I'm glad to see it. All
I'm
right.
ready now. I guess I'm going to try to keep track of the draft for everyone
Why is that?
because I'm a professional.
Really?
Since
All
when?
right. All right.
3 days
Oracle's-
ago.
Oracle's looking at the sky, which is a good sign that he's ready to draft.
Oracle, you're up.
Okay. Been betting between two matches,
All right.
two all-time classic matches.
Oh, shit.
He's taking Boss Man Mountie.
Lexi?
The two matches that I think you could really argue to be the number one and number two best in the history of the show.
Fuck, he's taking Shane Test.
I have chosen Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle for the World Wrestling Federation Championship,
Yeah.
SummerSlam 2001.
You can't really argue with that, can
The
you?
other match, I will leave for the others to
Good idea.
guess.
Guess. We're now guessing Oracle's second best SummerSlam match ever. The draft is now a mere.
Oh, I'm just like copying and pasting here. This is beautiful.
Good for you, bro. All right. First off the board, Kurt Angle, Steve Austin, SummerSlam 2001. Can't argue with that. Classic match. Okay. Hot start. Who's up next? Shoot.
Matt is up next. Not
That
me.
would be me.
Shoot, Matt. The real Matt.
Shoot, Matt. I like that.
That won't confuse things more.
No, not at all. Not at all. So normally with these things, it's hard enough when there's 4 or 5 people drafting to get like a top tier match. But with 7 of us, I feel like with the number 2 pick, I've got to go big right out of the gate. And there's not a lot of options in this category. So I'm going to take the TLC match from SummerSlam 2000.
Yeah. That's a heavy hitter. Good call. Stip match on the board, tag title match. No doubt about it. That's a strong one for sure. A strong one. And across that list of performers, there's only a few matches you'd have taken off the board. I've seen. I guess Edge and Christian, they've got a couple singles of note as I look at my big board here. All right. Matt, first pick. We have TLC 2000. Strong. Okay.
Next up is Kris.
All right. So I thought about, playing to win, but then I decided I'm just going to be myself and
Oh, yeah.
last place like normal. So I will be taking taking one of my gimmick matches off the board. I will be taking the unsanctioned match between Shawn Michaels and Triple H from 2002.
All timer.
Respect. You got to stick to your guns in this game. I respect it.
Cross that.
All right. Everyone's swinging big here. I have to say, no, just tidy little 3 1/4 to get us started. It's interesting.
All right. We're on to pick 4, which is Big Papa Joseph Holbert.
As I'm known,
Yes.
my familiar moniker around here. All right. I'm going to go with a non-title tag. And I think clearly the 1 seed in that regard, perhaps not in match quality, but certainly in star power, I'm going to take the original SummerSlam main event. I'm going to take Mega Powers and Mega Bucks, partly because it's a good pick. Secondly, because it's really upset Contrarian Alex. What a great time to be alive. Wonderful.
It's a good match. That's like the last great match Andre's in.
And it allows me some safety in terms of if I end up with a world title match that's work ratey but hasn't got star power, I'm fine, right?
Yeah.
No,
That's a match that the finish is basically that Andre the Giant's the only person that's ever seen a woman in her underwear. He's like, what the fuck?
That's only a 6.4 on Cage Match. So.
Oh really? Oh, shame. They'll definitely be asking for refunds as they leave. Why didn't Hogan hit the brainbuster? What the fuck?
Where was the Axie Boomba?
Next up is Contrarian Alex.
Oh god.
You build the card, you start with the main event, and then you build around that. And so it is quite literally the biggest main event in SummerSlam history. It's the Hospocalypse from the 2017 Royal Rumble. Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar, the Fatal 4-Way.
Rumble.
Yeah.
How many brownies you had, son?
Oh, did I say Rumble? I'm sorry.
You're fine. Great pick, though. Great pick.
Fired up.
I'm always happy to see the big man Samoa Joe getting some love like that. That's good. That's a memorable match and a memorable moment.
Cinematically speaking, or like from a television perspective, he has the best part of that match where I can't even remember what happens, but the camera pans right as he's like fucking suicide diving into Roman Reigns, and it just looks incredible. Yeah, that match is great.
We don't do ratings talk because who gives a fuck, but I will say, do you remember that that moment in time where that group of guys in the main event scene was doing like actual good numbers on Raw, and everyone was like, "Wow, this is interesting," and then they just stopped it. It was good.
Yeah,
I liked it.
That Joe.
Yeah, they actually used Joe for a little bit, and you were like, "Hey, this guy's awesome," and then Vince was like, "No, we don't need him around anymore."
That's such a shame.
That's exactly what happened. Great Balls of Fire did like increase business, and Vince was like, "Oh, we can't have that."
Yeah, remember he got hurt like right after. It's very sad, very frustrating, but it all works out, I suppose. All right, great pick, Alex. In all seriousness, Royal Rumble, Mike Adamley-esque moments aside. Who's
Samoa
up next?
Harvey.
The sixth pick belongs to me.
Good for you.
And I'm going to, let's see. I don't want to go world title yet because that's the deepest category. So I'm going to go with a non-title singles match from 2013, which is a no disqualification match between Brock Lesnar and Phil Brooks.
I actually think that might be my.
That was my number two. That was my number two SummerSlam match.
It's incredible.
I think it's my favorite SummerSlam match. I really
love
think.
that match.
I go back and forth between that or either Austin and Kurt. It's tough for me to decide. But
When we did that grin along for it, I think that was all kind of a moment of realization for us of like, this really is like an all-time professional wrestling match.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Cage match ratings are your thing. That is the consensus number one.
That's why I took it.
Wow.
Oh,
That's what I meant. Matt's shoot is a numbers man.
Yes.
I was about to say fuck you,
Spreadsheet.
Matt, but he's a guest, and so fuck you, shoot.
Yeah.
I'm basing my entire draft off of cage match ratings.
Tremendous.
So now it is to the Lego man himself, Bobby O'Neill.
Go, man.
And he actually gets to make two consecutive picks here.
Okay, we'll stay with SummerSlam 2013 and go with John Cena against Daniel Bryan for the world title. And then we'll go with the SummerSlam 2002 opener, Kurt Angle against Rey Mysterio.
ooh, that's a
Good one.
Bobby.
1-2 punch from old two shoes.
Well done.
Well done, mate. All right, quickly, we have a super chat. Well, not quickly necessarily. Jumanji Hunter says Jinder vs. Shinsuke, WWE title still on the board. Good call. Deep cut.
One
Hidden
of the
gem.
classics of SummerSlam.
Yeah, Shin really had his working boots on for that one, bro. He was. What a match! What a time! What a time! Do you remember those world title matches that AJ got out of Jinder later? Do you remember that, dude?
I remember thinking
Those
that
are
like
good, yeah.
Yeah, I remember thinking that Shinsuke SummerSlam match. I was like, okay, there's no way this cannot be good, and then it wasn't. And then AJ got like 4.5 out of Jinder. Was it London? Where was it in the UK where they had the title change?
I want to say Manchester. I want to
Yeah,
say
That
Yeah,
match was
yeah.
fantastic, and the pay-per-view rematch was really good too.
Yeah.
It's almost like AJ Styles is one of the greatest pro wrestlers of all time.
Mm. Maybe that'll be
Oh,
relevant in this very draft. Maybe, just maybe.
That match took place the week of my wedding.
The title change or the
Yeah.
Shinsuke Jinder?
The AJ title change
That was
when he beat
awesome.
Jinder.
The
It was like
only
the night
negative,
before your wedding, wasn't it?
It was
Oh my
well,
God.
no, it was like no, it was a couple days before because it was SmackDown was on Tuesdays then still.
Oh, okay.
was it?
But yeah.
So that was on our time. So did you guys have the situation where it was like leaked on Twitter like 5 hours before it was on? Because that was, I believe, that was the case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, but that was a busy week, so I didn't have much.
Yeah, it wasn't a problem for you.
I remember being slightly upset that we weren't going to get Brock Jinder, but
Dude, yes,
Yeah.
because I remember thinking like the scenario in which Jinder would kick out of an F5. I was like, I was just gonna release at that.
Release. All right.
Okay, so
here we
for
go.
my next pick, I'm gonna once again wait on the world title category, and I'm gonna take my secondary title match, which is an intercontinental title match from 1992, which is Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog.
The
This
libs.
motherfucker is really going off of cage match ratings.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I love that match. I was 11 years old.
Do you?
I mean, I haven't watched it in 20 years, but
Diana at ringside acting. It's great.
If we're being real, I'm the only one who should be allowed to pick that match. If we're being honest, but
shut up. Anyway,
it's a national holiday, bro.
next up is Alex.
He's already hit the wall.
Yeah.
No, there's just. All right. It's a double main event, and I'm taking my non-title match off the board. Batista versus John Cena from the 2008 installment of the Royal Rumble. Their best singles match. That
Hey,
Rumble
Alex.
again.
Alex, can you stop saying Royal Rumble?
What the fuck? I did it again.
This dude's cooked, bro. He's like fucking Tangaloa in here. What's happening to you?
I'm just so excited. All right, the 2008 SummerSlam, in all actuality, has the best SummerSlam entrance stage ever because it's the massive, marquee, like it's a movie theater.
That's cool. Yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah,
says
that's a
the
good one.
blockbuster of the summer, or whatever. And in my opinion, that's Batista and Cena's best singles match. Their Mania match isn't as good, but
I agree.
yeah.
The
So,
only
I
issue
actually really
with
like that
that pick there, Alex, is you can't take Shane and Bischoff now.
what?
The Shane McMahon versus Eric Bischoff match, you can't take it now because it's the same category.
Good call. It's a good.
Oh,
point.
non-title. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you fuck yourself.
Well, I haven't.
He's gonna get Shane on his card. He's
Yeah,
absolutely. He has.
Don't you concern yourself with that?
He's got
Next-
other routes of attack.
There's
Next
two
up-
matches I'm really worried about losing, but now that I know the way, I honestly came into this thinking that Shoot was going to draft to spite me, and now I know he's not, so I'm playing a different game.
Fair. All right, Joe Holbert, you're up.
All right, mate. I'm going to continue to kind of go against the grain with my tactics here. So I'm going to take clearly the 1 seed in the other title category, unless I'm mistaken. I'm looking at 2001. I'm looking at the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy, and his 2010 TNA compatriot, Rob Van Dam of Contrarian Alex fame, which I believe is a ladder match. I believe they do a lot of high spots in that one and fall down. I'm going to add that to my card, and I'm going to sit Hogan and Andre down in Gorilla just to sit and watch it, see what they're following. You know, that's my plan. That's my other title. Honestly, guys, I looked at that other title category. It scared the hell out of me. I want to go. I want to get something on the board. I don't have to worry about it. All right. Give me Jeff and Rob. I won.
Chris is up.
Let's see here. Well, I think I'm going to go non-title tag team from 1989. I'm going Brainbusters versus Heart Foundation.
Yep.
Oh.
Good pick.
Oh, yeah, the one that Dave inexplicably hated. Very funny Dave moment.
I really wanted to take that one, but it only has a 7 on cage match, so I couldn't.
I really like that, man. That's Dax the X's favorite WWF tag, you know? Just
Really?
beat out the Good Brothers versus New Day. Just a
Yeah.
smidge.
All right, Matt, you're up.
All right. I am going to take what is, in my opinion, the greatest steel cage match of all time. Give me Bret Hart versus Owen Hart from SummerSlam 1994 for the WWF World title.
94 United Center, right?
Yep.
The very
Yep,
first
first
event
show
that
ever.
happened. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a great segment on the Laps fan recently where they found all the like news reportings about the United Center at the time. Fucking ruled. I'm sure you listened to that, Alex. Right? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Laps fan? Great show.
When he started that with the greatest cage match of all time, I was convinced he was taking the Brothers of the Destruction against DDP and Canyon. But
Yeah,
Great match.
It was up there. It was up
it
there.
was close shave.
Who better than
Oh.
Canyon?
Yep, spot on.
Some people saw that match at the United Center, and some of us got to see Gravity work on Ring of Honor.
Equally historic
Yes.
happenings. Yeah.
All right, everyone sit back and relax because now Oracle has 2 picks.
Okay. So I'm looking at these because I've got my world title match out the way. I'm looking at the single non-title. I'm looking to do a single non-title.
Good.
And then I think because I've got 2, right? Yeah. So, and I'm looking to get, I don't know, maybe a mid card title. We'll see here. ICUS mid card, not other. Okay, I think I've got what I want here.
Good.
I think I'm gonna take Brett and Perfect from '91.
Good pick.
And then I think I'm going to take John Cena and AJ Styles from 2016.
Ooh, man, I forgot about that.
Bastard.
Good call.
Dude, I wanted that match bad. I ain't gonna lie.
That was going to be my pick right here. Damn it.
Yeah, that match is that's quite good. Those fellas are pretty good wrestlers.
I gotta be honest. I can't believe that Oracle's title match wasn't Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, fuck you.
That match was so upsetting. Do you remember that? They had that whole build and they just had
wish
like
I
a
didn't.
2 1/4.
Yeah.
And remember because Vince is nothing but petty, because the Conor McGregor Nate Diaz rematch was the night before, so they had to do the security wall of referees like they did.
Yeah.
And JBL
You
had to say,
remember?
the biggest difference between the fight last night and these guys is they're full-grown men. Ha ha ha, Michael.
Do you remember the month after that when Dolph and Miz recreated CM Punk's UFC fight with Mickey Gold? Do you remember that?
Oh my God, I forget.
I forgot they did that.
Shameful.
It was a different time, fellas.
But then they went on to have arguably the WWF match of the year that year with the career versus
Dude.
title. So
What a match. All right. We'll do that. We'll use that on the No Mercy draft. We'll be fighting for the first spot. What just happened?
Matt's up.
Oracle did just a couple picks, didn't he?
Yep, Matt's up.
He did.
Okay.
All right. Joe, kind of piggybacking off your idea of having some star power, who gives a shit
Mhm.
about work rate.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to take the tremendous Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels match
There
from
you go.
SummerSlam 2005.
that is some star power right there.
I have to say, I don't care what
Michaels.
anyone says. Dude, I like that match.
It's very entertaining.
Sean bumping his ass off for 15,
It's
20 minutes is incredible.
The biggest myth about that match is that it was like panned at the time, right? Because it wasn't all. It's like
No.
it's become it's like folklore now. I think it's a great pick. Star power. And it's not like the people don't like the match. They love the match. Yeah, I'm with it. Good pick.
All right,
Strong
Chris,
pick.
you're up.
All right. Let's see here. I think. I could probably wait there. I can wait there.
Big ball tactics, folks.
Yeah. I'm still good in that. I'm gonna go. go women's title. I'm going Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch from 2022.
I was there live.
pick.
Good match.
Yeah, very good match.
Very good match.
Very good match. All right. Strong pick. Hello.
You're up.
To do it, what? To pick a wrestling match?
Or give SmackDown takes, one or the other.
So they had this Andrade Santos Escobar match tonight. He's a hell of a hand, that Andy Almas.
Andy.
All right. He's so good. Very handsome, too. All right. Cool. I don't know. It's difficult. I'm starting to sweat now. I feel like Alex. You got any Rumble matches on you, bro? Some of the matches I want, two of the matches I want are ladder matches, and I've only just realized this, which is why I'm suddenly startled. Nonetheless, I'll proceed fearlessly as ever by selecting my world's title match. And again, a little lower on the star power side, but I think it's my favorite of the remaining matches. Give me Orton and Christian,
Ooh,
2011.
Good match.
Yeah.
it's a
One of
good
my favorite rivalries. Love that rivalry. Tremendous. I prefer the over the limit match, but that's a great match. Great match.
All right, Alex, your next Royal Rumble match.
I said I was excited. I'm sorry. Dude, fuck it. I'm taking my other. The fact that this is this should have been everyone's first plan of attack. Virgil and Ted DiBiase from SummerSlam 91, dude. That match is fucking incredible.
That is beast, yeah.
Fucking Madison Square Garden, molten hot crowd. You got Roddy Piper at commentary. Come on, Virgil, let's go.
Tremendous stuff. Strong pick. Very strong pick. Folks, if you're enjoying this thus far, my friend Bob has a great idea as to what you should do about that. Isn't that right, Bob?
It is. You should smash that like button.
Perfect. Bullets, who's up next? Confirm shoot.
I'm up.
Oh, that's why you look nervous.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the tag title category, and it's a fucking disaster.
The Good Brothers versus the New Day with the...
And especially when I've already taken a Bret Hart match.
You played yourself, son.
Yeah. Should have prepared for this thing. So now I have no idea what I'm going to do. Let's see.
Very difficult. Very difficult. Starting to tighten up. You notice there's nerves currently on screen. Some twitching going on between Bobby and I. It's getting dangerous. It's getting dangerous, folks. Very dangerous. My God.
And like I was saying earlier, this is the problem when you expand the GM pool. The amount of matches gets even smaller and smaller that are really bangers.
To be honest with you, man, I was really hopeful that because we had a couple dipshits coming along with us, I thought we'd be fine. But they're drafting well so far. It's kind of putting us against the wall here. It's difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
You're on your own against the wall.
So, yeah, I'm going to take my world title match, and I'm going to go star power and build. And I'm going to go the 1998 WWF Championship match between Steve Austin and The Undertaker.
There you go.
Good pick.
All right. I don't think you liked that pick, did you?
Me?
Yeah, you didn't like it, did you? Be honest.
No,
We're mates.
that's a good match.
You know me.
All right, Bobby, you got 2 picks.
Okay.
Here
I
it
want to
goes.
get Brett on the card, so we'll do Heart Foundation against Demolition, the 2 out of 3 falls match. And then we will go with other title just based on what's left. Tajiri against X-Pac.
Yeah. Good wrestling match.
Yeah, I like that match.
The 2 out of 3 falls one, I think, is the one that has Brett, the promo backstage where Anvil's like, we're going to take it to him. It doesn't matter if it's crushing, smashing. Settle down, Anvil. Settle down.
That's absolutely the match. I just watched it like 2 nights ago.
So it's actually very, very good. Very good. Very good pick, Bobby.
2001 getting a lot of love.
Dude, it's me and Shoot, and everyone else talks about it, dude. The Invasion, it's like the angle that killed the business for 20 years, but goddamn, the weekly television and pay-per-views were awesome.
I loved all those shows. Yeah, it's just the
What other match
sucked.
Sorry, what other match was picked? I missed it.
The ladder match that you picked. And
the ladder match, and then Bobby kicked it off with
Tajiri and X-Pac. Yeah, it's your So I was yeah, that's fine. So you took
joked about it. You joked about it earlier, but the opener for the Intercontinental title with Edge and Lance Storm is actually really good.
I was being honest. It's on my board. I was being sincere. I'm sorry, Bobby. I was very disrespectful. Me, I apologize.
Okay.
I'm not good. I apologize.
I accept it.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it.
All right. So I'm up again. And I need a women's title match. And I'm at a
Tony Khan at it again.
Yeah, like I'm at a disadvantage because
the women are on this card.
I haven't been watching the company in a while, so it's kind of these last few.
Sorry, Matt. I just want to make clear. Tony's turned it around, folks. I apologize. Please don't DM me about that. It was a joke. So, Matt, Carol.
So what I'm going to do?
Shoot, Carol.
Is I'm going to take a women's title match from 1994.
God damn it, you motherfucker.
And I'm going to take Bull Nakano versus Electric Blaze.
If we're just keeping it a buck, we're being real.
The match is really good.
It's really good. And it just so happens, I was looking at these matches. The women's division stuff on SummerSlam hasn't been like great to my eye. It's just the way it's worked out. The matchups worked out. But it's like, I don't think there's like a lot of obvious candidates. I think that is actually one of the best SummerSlam matches for women's title. To be honest.
Alex,
what?
I heavily considered taking that in the first round.
And then when you said wry smile, and I was like, okay, this motherfucker's doing something.
When you said that you thought I was going to do it, and then it was like, okay, well, now I have to do it. Because now he thinks I'm not going to. All right, Alex, you're up.
Well, shit. Well, in that case, I got to go big. For my US/IC title match, give me The Rock versus Triple H at SummerSlam 1998, the Intercontinental title ladder match.
I love that match.
People were bringing that up in the chat, obviously not naming it, but they were.
Yeah,
that floated in my mind a few times.
That's a great match.
That
was the one I was going to pick, and I realized I already had a ladder match. Sorry, Alex, what you can say?
Oh, no, you're good. That's a... You watch that and some of the bumps Triple H takes in that, and you're like, he never did anything like this again. And he wrestled until his heart gave out on him.
Yep. All right. Well, who's up next?
You're up next, Joe Holbert.
Thank you. Confirmed. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so I currently have my non-title tag, my other title, my world's title. I think IC is starting to get a touch thin, if I'm honest with you fellas. For that reason, I'm going to go with a match that I love. I think it's actually become very underrated. It was a significant moment for one of these gentlemen. I'm going to go to 2009. I'm going to go to Dolph Ziggler and Ray Jr., which I think is an
excellent match.
Fabulous match, and it's one of the first times they did the Let's Go Ziggler deal, right? That was one of the first times the people just kind of went, oh, fuck, this guy's good. The power of Ray Jr., what a wrestler. So, yeah, that's my IC title match. Rey Mysterio, Dolph Ziggler. All right. Beautiful.
All right.
See the respect there, folks.
All righty. Let's see here. World title. What do we got left here?
World title's got some heavy hitters still standing.
It does.
That's the game here. That's why I like this. Is you have to figure out what ones you need to go first on. This is the part that's actually I find to be most intriguing.
Yeah, shoot. I'm gonna actually just watch this match last week, and I'm gonna go with in the world title. I'm taking CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy in a TLC match from 2009.
Match.
Yeah, it's a good match.
I just rewatched that, and it has one of the craziest ladder match bumps ever, where they lay a fucking ladder parallel to where they are and they do a superplex off the top rope onto it. It's revolting.
Is that Punk's first WWE classic? What do you reckon?
The King of the Ring finals with Regal is a bit of an because they gave them like 5 minutes on TV and they just beat the shit out of each other. But yes, to your point, a real WWE like a match, like that would be
because that heel run was when he really started rolling, and then they called him off and he had to kind of climb back up. Right? Was the deal?
Then the Ray feud was incredible.
I'm sure he hated that, right? Phil Brooks hated the idea of like someone like putting him in a position where he couldn't succeed, so he could complain about it. You know,
who's at ringside for some of those Ray matches? Oracle. The big LG.
Oh, the big LG, yeah.
The straight edge, Just...
Also Serena Deeb
of AEW Rampage fame.
Correct.
Confirmed Shoot's favorite wrestler. All right. Okay.
He didn't even react.
He's confused.
We're having fun.
Justin.
We're having fun on a Friday night, Michael.
All right, Matt, you're up.
All right. I am not proud of taking this match, but I need the other title. Make sure I got the year right on this. But from the year 2000, I'm going to take the hardcore title match of Steve Blackman versus Shane McMahon.
Well done.
Simply for the bump that Shane takes to get the crowd amped up before TLC comes out a little bit later and really sets it off.
That was my next pick.
It's a great pick. And very little of the reason it's a great pick is because of the pick. It's because of the gentleman there with the shades who is just in absolute just disarray. Just agony.
You take a shot at CM Punk, I got to fire back. I'm
Good
sorry.
for you.
Oh, no. It's fine.
Get his ass.
Yeah.
Take that, fucking contrarian Alex, you piece of shit.
Well, that's one of those things I fucked myself early when I took old Johnny Cena and Batista. That took Shane and Test off the board, which is arguably the greatest SummerSlam match of all time. So,
arguably, you can argue it. You know, anything really.
Well, and then you took Virgil and DiBiase too instead of taking the Shane Blackman match.
Again, I'm playing to win, not with my heart. I'm playing to win tonight,
folks. I want to apologize for my aggression towards Alex. I have like 4 months until I have to do Grin Grappler Shane O'Mac, and I'm just going through the gears, just laying it out. It's important. All right. Good pick. In all seriousness, that is a spectacle match. Legitimately, that's a fun match.
Yeah, I love that match.
Yeah.
I've said that
Blackman,
a lot.
dude, the end of it when Blackman does the dive and everything, people like you feel like Steve Blackman's a fucking star at the end of that match.
That will actually be on Grin Grappler Shane O'Mac, right? That kind of has to be, right?
Yeah. Look, we're not gonna find any hidden classics with Shane McMahon, so it's gonna be the ones you expect.
The hits.
All right, Oracle, you have 2 picks.
Gotcha. All right, so I need an opener, okay? And this is not.
It's got his own category.
It's not a flashy match by any means, or it's not well remembered, but it's a very solid opener. Probably one of the highlights of an otherwise bad show. And this is from 2004, and it's the Dudley Boys versus Kidman, London, and Rey Mysterio.
Good pick.
That sounds good.
Match.
2004?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've never seen that. That sounds good. Sounds tidy.
I think I'm going to try to find myself a women's title match here. Might be wiser to actually go either that or other title.
Yeah, other title is even more thin.
Answering the chat, yes, 2000 is the Angle Brock Triple H match where Kurt famously gets concussed.
That is crazy, dude. When he comes back out there, that could have gone so much worse, man. Like, genuinely. He's a zombie out there.
Wouldn't be the last time.
It's very.
Why are you guys laughing?
This program is very edgy tonight. Very aggressive.
I'm going to pick a well-remembered match and unless someone's gotten it, I could be off here.
All right, mate.
Correct me.
Don't worry.
RVD Jeff Hardy from SummerSlam
I
01?
got it,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Okay.
But I don't blame you
I
for thinking I wouldn't
I
have
remember
it.
you had gotten a ladder match, and I thought
Yeah.
Joe might have gotten that.
But it's fine because it is the least Joe Holbert match imaginable. So it's just fine.
I'm a little bit surprised you would get a match like that.
I'm full of shit, Oracle. Let's be honest, this draft, ain't you?
Let's do. Let's see here. Oh, okay.
Oh.
This match was good and underrated. Becky and Natalya for the Raw
Legitimately.
title.
It's a good match.
Actually, a good match, yeah.
For the submission match. Yeah, that match
That's one of the ultimate like Vince booking moments where Natty hadn't won a TV match in like all year, and then just won a number one contenders match because it was
that
in
match was
Canada.
good, man. I'm
Respect.
glad that was still on the board. That might be the last like really good women's match that was.
It was available.
Yeah.
As a
There's
Natty
not a lot
hater,
there.
I remember being there and being like, "Damn it, this is really good."
I think the best remaining women's title match is like a Thunderdome match, which
Mhm.
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
Well, I won't say.
I can't pick a Thunderdome match.
Yeah, it's tough.
Didn't happen.
All
It's not real.
Matt, you're up.
I am thrilled that this match is still sitting there, and I'm even happier that we worked this out ahead of time. I am going to take John Cena versus Seth Rollins for the United States title
Oh hell yeah!
from 2015.
Slick.
That's
Very
a solid
slick.
pick this late in the game.
Yeah.
The toughest one
Very
about
big.
that one is just Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
That's the toughest part with that one, because I actually did consider that not this latest round but the round before, and then I was like, but Jon Stewart,
Is the Raw match a better match? The one with the
the one where
broken nose.
Cena's nose shatters. Yes, I think so.
The Night of the
But
Champion
the
match is
SummerSlam
probably
match
better
is
too.
great until the finish. It is a great match.
That isn't that. It's a really good pick. Really good pick. And you get some star power. Big match, John.
Mm-hmm.
Things of that
He's got
nature.
working boots on that night. Looks
Oh yeah.
good match.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Chris, you're up.
All right. Well, I think I got to do the other title because that's getting super duper thin. And I feel relative. Let me just double check the other matches I was thinking about in the other categories. Make sure this isn't going to cause any conflicts, but I think I should be okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So in other, I am going to take from 1999, Big Boss Man versus Al Snow for the hardcore title.
Yeah. It's actually very fun from what I recall. Am I wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
No,
Gives you show some variety too.
The Laps fans coverage of that show, and that match is hilarious because their producer was at that show live, and he gives like his like rundown of like he shows up on camera during that match and stuff. It's pretty entertaining. I don't know if Alex,
oh yeah.
you remember the rundown of that show, but it's a pretty good. That match is a highlight of that episode.
There's also a part in it because Road Dogg's on like on-site commentary. He's just got a live mic, and
Yeah.
they do something at one point. One of them drops the other one, or like something happens where someone clearly it fucking hurts, and Road Dogg just goes, "Oh, that was fake."
That's also one of the SummerSlam 99 is one of the shows I used to get all the time from Blockbuster and like rent, and like I watched that show probably like 5 or 6 times from Blockbuster when I was a kid.
Joey Bing Bong. you're
Hello.
up.
I'm not going to pretend to feel very strongly about most of the matches still standing in front of me, to be honest, 'cause I don't. I'm probably going to go non-title singles because I think that's where you can have the biggest swings. And I'm going to again add some star. I don't even like this match. I'm not picking that. I don't want to be a phony. Is the Flair Foley match the one with the embarrassing Melina finish?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, hold on, what is that match?
But the match
listed as? I
is
apologize.
fucking awesome before that. At one point, Flair,
Don't-
I was bringing that, but Flair goes, "I'll fucking kill you."
I might have a stip clash. What is that match called?
I think that's an I quit.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
quit.
Okay, I'm fine. All right, give me that. That sounds embarrassing. Flair and Foley, 2006 will be my non-title singles match. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I quit. I was going to take a much more popular and better match, but I need to be honest to myself. I mean, that's the sort of shit I want to watch, you know? Two old losers fucking bleeding everywhere. Let's go.
All right, Alex, you're up.
All right, so I stepped out there for a second. Oracle, what were your last 2 picks?
My last 2 picks were Ray, London, and Kidman versus the Dudley Boys from SummerSlam 2004, and Becky Lynch versus Natalya for the women's title 2019.
All right, so Oracle's the only one who really knows ball, like as far as the good Southern work rate shit goes. So I can't believe he left this on the board. For my tag title match, 1993, the Steiner Brothers and the Heavenly Bodies.
I was
Give
just
it to
looking
me.
at that. I was
Damn
just
it!
looking at that to get my tag title. Yeah.
That match is so sick. That match is it's like 9 minutes. It's absolute hoot, man. That match is awesome.
Literally my next pick. Well
the
done.
Bodies roll into SummerSlam, just kick ass. It's unbelievable.
I was in the building for that match.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
I honestly thought I could leave that all night and it wouldn't get touched because no one ever talks about that match, right? It's like it's the Heavenly Bodies, bro. Go to SummerSlam.
Fucking Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey on the Lex Luger themed SummerSlam, just shaking his hairy belly.
But he's hooping. He's out there putting up numbers, dude.
It's tremendous.
Yeah.
And then fucking fraud pedophiles out there interviewing the Steiner's mom. And it's like, hey, you know, what was it like doing Frankensteiner's in the living room? And she just goes,
What?
oh, yeah.
Was Feinstein already doing interviews at that point? Or was it?
Hey!
All right. Do not sue me. All right, who's up?
I'm up. So that changes my strategy a little bit. I gotta adjust on the
Look
fly.
at the hands. Look at the hands on shoot.
Yeah.
Look at him thinking position.
Dialed in.
I'm taking my tag title match. It's a good match. It's just, you know, one of the people in it I don't really want on my show, but what I
already know
at this point. So I'm going to take the 2017 Raw tag title match between The Bar and Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
Good match. It's a really good match. If we're being real, probably was the best tag title match left on the board by far.
Yeah.
It's just the problem with that show is it's so long. I think people forget the individual matches outside of the Fatal 4-Way. Same with the following year.
Well,
That's not the
Tina
one
like
where-
murders Baron Corbin on that show, and like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm throwing out shit, but I mean, I doubt anybody's gonna be
No,
Tying
that's
in for
fine.
that
No one's
one,
picking
yeah.
that. No one's
That's
picking
not the one where Claudio gets his teeth fucked up, right?
I think it is. I think
Is
it
that-
is SummerSlam.
It's that
Or no,
period of time.
That might be No Mercy when he gets.
I think it's the
down.
rematch. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the one where Claudio jumps into the crowd with the beach
Yeah,
ball.
the
and
beach ball
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
That is one of
it.
the most horrific injuries I've ever seen in wrestling because I remember watching it and thinking that his teeth just broke off, but they actually got fucking shoved up into his fucking jaw. That shit is, or his upper gums, excuse me. That
Yeah.
terrifying.
All right, Bobby, you got 2 picks.
Okay. Did anyone take the Razor and Shawn ladder match for the Intercontinental title?
Nope.
Okay, we'll go with that. And let's go with Ambrose and Reigns against Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper from 2015 as well.
I can
Yeah,
see
it's
that
pretty-
one. I can see
Quickly, it's a good opportunity because I forgot this rule. EB brings
yeah.
it up. Pre-show matches are not available, so Usos New Day would legit probably be in the top 3 tag matches at SummerSlam
it. Mhm.
because they get like 20 minutes.
That match
yeah.
is amazing. Yeah.
We haven't forgot it; it's just not on the board.
So that
So
means
that's
Dean
pretty
Ambrose
good.
versus Rob Van Dam is off the board.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm telling you. Bliss Cross versus the Iconics off the board.
Biff Busick against Drew Gulak's off the board. Man, we're just losing left and right here.
Wait, that really
Really,
happened
the
at
only-
SummerSlam?
The only big loss from the pre-shows is honestly that one match, which is a classic. Like that match is
Yeah,
great.
Bliss crossing the Iconics. Agreed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt Classic.
Right.
The Buzz Lightning gear. Remember that? Hell of a time, folks. Was there,
Dude, people got so mad about that. When,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Bruce
a topic
Pritchard, I
for
think,
the
was one
next
of
Grin
them.
Grappler.
I ain't talking about that, actually. Never mind. All right. Who's
All
on?
right. So I'm back up. That was actually. So when I said I had to change my whole strategy, it's because I was going to take that match that Bob just took, so it wasn't going to work anyway. So I'm going to go to my other non-title tag match, and I'm just going to pop myself and get my guy on the show, even though this match actually is good. 1999 Tag Team Turmoil match. The Acolytes, Draws, Albert, Edge and Christian, Mitty and Viscera, the Hardys, Crash Holly, and of course, Bob Hardcore Holly.
Bam, bam, down, chicka, bam, down, chicka, bam, down, down.
That match actually is really fun, by the way.
Yeah,
It is.
That sounds fun. I've never seen that. That's fun.
All right, Alex, you're up.
For my non-tag title match, a criminally underrated and just perfect for what it is affair from the 2013 installment of SummerSlam, Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn versus AJ Lee and Big E Langston.
It's a smart pick, and it's cage match. I looked at this earlier. Cage match is given that like a 4.5 or something.
4.7.
Because it's short. It's a hoot. We did a Grin along recently. It was a ton of fun. Very fun.
The biggest compliment I can give that match is they followed Brock and Punk, and by the end, the crowd's on their feet clapping for it.
Yeah. Yeah, good match, dude. Very fun.
All right, Holbert, you're up.
All right, I have the opportunity to do a couple funny things here, don't I? I'm going to just say it. The best remaining tag title match is that 4-way with fucking the Lucha Dragons and everyone.
Yeah.
I'm not picking that bullshit, dude. Give me let's get Jarrett on the card as special guest referee. Give me Jim and Jay versus the Profits in their 28th best match. 2 and 3/4 tidy. Get them in and out, Jim. Come on, Jim. Rein it in. Put a hold on, Jimmy. Give me a nerve hold.
Wait, what? Oh, I got it. Okay.
Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, I got it.
2 months before his full gear match in-ring AEW debut.
All right, Chris, you're up.
So does everyone have their tag title match? Or
Yeah.
That's up to
Not
you to
yet,
keep track
no.
of. That's not.
I still have to.
The funniest part is I'm actually keeping track of the whole draft, and I can't answer that question because of how I'm doing it.
fair.
I
No,
think so.
I do not yet. But there's like 3 or 4 decent options left.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go. Oh, why the hell not?
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Usos versus the Mysterios from 2021.
Oh, Jim and Jay are fucking having the time of their lives. Never had so many middling matches make the cards. Oh, God. I love it. It is crazy how much that pre-show match is better than any of their main card stuff, though, right? Like, good Lord. Poor Jay last year obviously did not exactly have a classic. Yeah, interesting. All right.
All right, Matt, you're up.
All right. I got to bring the crowd down a little bit. I got some big matches out there already. And one way that I know to bring the crowd down is with a tag match with a celebrity. So we're going to go back to 2015. We're going to take Neville and Stephen Amell versus King Barrett and Stardust because that's the only way Cody Rhodes is getting on my card.
Fuck you.
You could, on the poster, you could put American Nightmare Cody, and then he can... Yeah,
Then
get him
bring
in,
on
bro.
Stardust.
Yeah, bring him in. Tremendous.
All right, Oracle, you have 2 picks. Your final 2 picks.
My final 2 picks. Okay, so I'm gonna go with my tag titles here. I'm gonna go with Christian and Lance Storm versus Booker T and Goldust. I don't think that's a repeat of anything as far as those guys go. I don't think it is. From SummerSlam 2 there, and then I'm going to do. I think other title is my last category, if I'm not mistaken. and I'm going to do, and obviously I'm not keeping up with everybody else as well as I intend, but I think I can do D'Lo and Val Venus for the European title.
You can. Yep.
SummerSlam 98. Yep,
No.
that's my card right there.
New funniest line in late night Grin history. I think I can do Val Venus versus with a caution surrounding his voice as he says it in fear someone has plucked it. Incredible.
I gotta be honest with you. I think I put together a hell of a card.
I think you did too. I don't know it, but I believe you. And you're a friend of mine. We know each other.
Right.
We do. Wonderful.
All
What on
right.
Oracle?
So
That's
me then, right?
hell, I don't remember anymore.
Yes.
Yes.
So is last weekend's show part of this? It was a SummerSlam match.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't put it on the spreadsheet, but yes, they are available.
Okay.
If,
I need to pick a women's title match, and I'm going to go with a little bit of recency bias. The crowd was hot for it. It was the
Yeah.
opener last weekend. It'd be great for opening this card. Give me Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
That's a good pick, I think. Good pick. It was a hot match. People with it. Big finish. Yeah, I'm with that. Good pick. Hopefully, if we do this again down the line, there's some classics for the women's title at SummerSlam. It's just not worked out that way. It's strange. I mean, even like the Charlotte Sasha match is like one of their weaker matches to me.
Yeah.
I'm working on card placement right now.
Damn right you are, Oracle. I'm about to pick a match that's going to go on before Terry so we can bring him down. Give him hell.
All right, Kris, you're last.
all right, I need a little more old school on this, and I've stayed largely away from problematic people.
Respect.
So for the Intercontinental title, I'm taking Ultimate Warrior versus Rick Rude.
Dude. Killer match. It would be unreal, though. We're just being honest with each other. We're all friends. Yeah. Killer match. Rude had really good matches with Warrior.
Rick Rude was really good, in my opinion.
I like him. I like him a lot. Big fan.
All right, Joey Bing Bong, your final pick.
Look, guys, let's be honest. I could take Sasha Banks versus Asuka. Good match.
Yeah.
I could take Sasha Banks versus Charlotte Flair. Good match. That's not what I'm going to do, is it, really? Let's be honest. I didn't get the Good Brothers on my card. I believe in injustice. I believe in job promotions.
Go.
Let's send them out there. Lexi, I need 10 minutes of limb work. We need to settle the people down. Give me 2017 Alexa Bliss. Which I remember being like pretty good, decent. It isn't as good as Great Balls of Fire, though, right? Was the rep? Yeah. It's fine.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't remember it at all. So
They switched the belt in that one, right?
Yes.
I think.
Yeah. They do.
Great Balls of Fire?
Yeah.
Who went in as champ?
No. They switched it in the SummerSlam one.
Yeah, because Alexa, Sasha being the very sane person she is, I remember too. She did that's back when they had the elevated like commentary desk, and she did the fucking meteor off of that onto the concrete.
That was sick. Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome. Yeah, this match, Charlotte and Trish, is probably the best women's match in SummerSlam history. It's entirely a victim of being it's bunched in with non-title singles. There's so many matches there, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's a great match.
all
All right.
right, it's my
Alex, your
card done.
final pick?
Alex, you're up.
And he's frozen. Oh, there he is. There he is. You're back.
Alex.
Maybe.
Alex.
The lights.
Alex.
blink.
So yeah, I really fucked myself with that mixed tag because AJ Lee and Paige was still on the board, but I'll live with my my choices in life. Oh God, I can't acknowledge the Thunderdome era, so I got to go with Charlotte and Sasha Banks for my title match from 2016. I do remember there's a part in that where she gives her like a fucking side backbreaker on the top rope, like falling down. So that at least is cool. And there's some star power there. You got Mercedes Moné, you got Charlotte Flair. Oh, I'm content with that pick.
I like it.
All right. So my final pick. I've followed the WWF for long enough to know that Extreme Rules and no DQ are two different things, correct? Even though they're the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, so I'm gonna play the card that we discussed earlier, and I'm gonna use an ECW title match for my other title match, just because it's funny, and I'm gonna take Big Show versus Sabu because it's by far the funniest match left on this list.
What rating did that get? Do you know?
5.73.
Ooh, that's probably pretty fucking good. You know.
Yeah.
I'll have to run that later. All
right. And
Wonderful.
Last pick, Bobby.
Don't let us down, Bob.
Let's see. I was going to take Alexa and Sasha, but Joe took that, so we'll go with Alexa and Ronda.
Tremendous.
I knew you'd get Ronda on the card.
Such defeat in the tone.
Of course it would be there. Of course Ronda would get on there. All-time great late
I
night
have
group
just
moment.
put together my card placement.
We'll get there. We'll get there. One of my all-time favorite late night grim moments was when Bob declared that Ronda was one of his favorite wrestlers ever, and as soon as the words came out of his mouth, regretted it immediately as I pounced in anger and rage. Is that the match? Is Alexa Ronda at SummerSlam the long match or the short match?
Short.
Yeah.
Short.
No, short.
Well, that's fine.
I gotta put my card in order now.
So I don't think it was chosen plethora. I strongly considered it, but I decided to go with.
I've never loved that match, Edge and Taker. I think it's like a good match and it's very smart. It's never like clicked for me to the way it has others. That's why I didn't pick it. That was the match I was going to take instead of the old.
I also considered the triple threat where Becky turns heel, but Becky and Natty's a much better match. So I was like, I'm picking that.
Yeah. You also got to protect your brand, innit? You know, is what it is. Yeah. Okay. When everyone's ready, we'll run down these cards. Then we'll do a poll and we'll see who wins. Of course, it doesn't matter who wins, really. It's just all about being friends and competing in the name of.
I don't think I'm going to win, so I agree with you.
And late night.
It doesn't matter who wins.
The real SummerSlam is the friends we made along the way.
Sure. I think it was actually the show that happened last week, to be honest, but I could be wrong. Oracle.
Yes, sir.
Your card placement is prepared. Would you like to tell us what we're getting if we purchase the Oracle of Wrestling's the SummerSlam?
I'm very excited. 7-match card, like everyone here. My opener.
Those are the rules.
My opener is Ray Kidman in London versus the Dudley Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Next up is D'Lo Brown versus Val Venus for the European Championship. Followed by Becky Lynch versus Natalya in a submission match for the Women's Championship.
Oh, I don't know about this, mate. What you got coming up? You better have to pick it up a bit, brother.
Match is Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle for the WWF title, but that ends in a disqualification. You can't end the show with a DQ.
Good man.
Good man.
This match is hurt a little bit by card placement, but I mean it is what it is. For the tag titles, Christian and Lance Storm versus Book Dust. Then we've got 2 big crowd pleasers to end the show. We've got Brett beating Perfect for the Intercontinental title in the semi-main.
Yes,
then we've got the phenomenal AJ Styles pinning John Cena clean.
Which was that was a happening. When that happened, wow, he beat him clean in the middle. No, you turned it around. The first card, you're old school. You're building steady. Bring them up. Get them rocking down. I mean, the last bunch of matches there is spectacular.
Yikes! So far, you guys don't know. You'll never be able to book a show. Good luck with you.
You'll never one insult. You'll never be able to book a show. Take that. Right, who was next? Who was second in the order?
That would be me.
It was Matt. That was Shoot Matt. Matt, what were we getting on the Shoot Matt?
Okay.
Card,
we are kicking off with Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. Then we're going to follow that up with the stunt fest of Shane McMahon versus Steve Blackman.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to hit the star power of Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels. That way Hogan can get back to the hotel for catering.
Brother.
Then we've got the TLC match for the tag titles. Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys versus Edge and Christian. followed by Seth Rollins versus John Cena for the U.S. title. Then we got to bring everyone down a little bit by bringing Cody out there. Got Stardust and King Barrett versus Neville and Stephen Amell.
Such an
And on my card, the world title is the main event always. We're closing the show with Bret Hart versus Owen Hart for the World Wrestling Federation Championship in a steel cage.
This is a sweet card. You can't argue with that. That's a hell of a card. I love the idea of Hogan coming back through the curtain and being like, why is there only 3 matches tonight? It's like, it's fine. You're the main event, dude. Come on, quickly. Why are they setting up ladders and stuff? What's going on out there? They're just getting the ring down. Come on, Hulk. We need to get back. No, very, very strong card. Very, very strong card indeed. All right, Kris is up next. Right, Matt? Shoot.
I think so. I resorted my spreadsheet, so I don't have the order anymore.
Kris, what's the card looking like, brother?
So we're opening with some non-title tag team action with the Brainbusters taking on the Hart Foundation.
Beautiful.
And then we got a little Intercontinental title match. The Ultimate Warrior taking on Rick Rude. Hardcore title, Al Snow versus Big Boss Man. Then we got Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch for women's title. Had a little buffer here. Got the Usos and the Mysterios going for the tag team titles before we finish it strong with a double main event. CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy for the world title in the TLC match. And finishing it off with a blood feud, Triple H versus Shawn Michaels in an unsanctioned match.
Ended with a flourish there, folks. Got to be said. Ended in style.
You could do the lights out gimmick for that, you know?
Yeah.
All right. I think it's maybe me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Alex,
you.
right? All right. Folks, lock in. We're starting with a stunt show. I like to give the people that like pure wrestling a chance to show up a little late. I'll send an email out beforehand. The ladder stuff is going to go on first. We'll clear it all up and we'll get on with the wrestling after that. Jeff Hardy and Rob Van Dam. Then we get into some nerve holds and good professional traditional action with the Usos and the Street Profits with Jeff Jarrett as the special guest referee. Then we have a Mac Classic. Ray Jr., Dolph Ziggler, IC title. I believe JR is on commentary and talks about Kurt Hennig a bunch. Wonderful time. Then we trot the old lads out there for a good old-fashioned bloodbath featuring Melina. Ric Flair and Mick Foley. It will never be over. But it will be at Joe Holbert Promotions presents the SummerSlam. We need to bring them down after that, right? They've seen something dramatic with the Melina business. They've seen Ric Flair and Mick Foley. Alexa's going to work a limb for a little bit. We're going to see what happens. We're going to talk psychology. We're going to talk tactics, okay? Sasha Banks winning the women's title there. Then it's the one, if we're being honest with each other, is going to get them in, right? If we're being real. Mega powers, mega bucks. Folks, don't be fooled by the confirmed shooting his cage match statistics. This is one of the biggest matches. And this is what started the SummerSlam. The place is going to be rocking. Electric finish.
You failed to mention it. I don't mean
got
to
Jesse
gas
the
up.
Body out there.
I was going to say, I don't mean to gas up a competitor's show, but you got the goddamn governor of Minnesota in there as the referee. Yeah.
Oh, exactly right, I do. And also, look at the finishes here. Melina in one, then you have Sasha and Alexa, and then you have Miss Elizabeth in them. And we've got some angles to shoot here. And then the main event, I do fear some of the kids are going to be going home early, but we're going to do it nonetheless. Randy Orton, Christian Cage, one of my all-time favorite rivalries. And that's their most expansive, most daring match. We're just going to have to convince
Series
Hulk.
92. The stands are clearing out as the main event goes on.
We're going to have to tell Hulk, have to hide Christian from Hulk. If he knows that he's going on after him, I think we could have issues. But I'm happy with a card. Like, look, it's a card mostly I'd watch. I'd probably tune in for the second match on. But I'm proud of it. I'm happy with it.
Much interference.
Yeah, well, wrestling politics, brother, I'm just the booker. No, my fault. All right. Contrarian and Alex.
Okay. Contrarian Alex's Summerfest, hosted by Kairi Sane. We said no rules about this.
Fuck you.
She comes out and welcomes everyone to Summerfest, SummerSlam. And we open things up with our World Tag Team title match. So Kairi's standing there welcoming the crowd. Steiner Brothers music hits. The Steiner Brothers come out. They put the Michigan Letterman jacket over Kairi Sane. And the Steiners hit the ring. and they take on the Heavenly Bodies in the opening bout. We get them clapping Memphis style here in the opening. And it's by the time the Frankensteiners hit, we're at a fever pitch here. So we move to our second match. We're still keeping gold on the line here. Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks hit the ring. They do their business. Like we said, it's not the best Sasha Charlotte match you've ever seen, but it's still very solid and a very adequate addition to this show. So then for match 3, the crowd doesn't expect it this early, but it's time for John Cena versus Dave Bautista. These two men come out, and at this point, we're not used to seeing titans of the industry like this clashing like this and kicking out of finishers. And they are just going fucking hell for leather. And that finish, my God, that finish where John Cena, for the first time in his life, goes for the diving, the fucking Hurricane Rana, and Dave Bautista catches him in midair and drops him with the Batista bomb.
And tears his arm up or whatever the hell he does.
Yeah. Worth it. It's Summerfest, baby. So then, we take a bit of an intermission. Kairi Sane interviews Virgil before he hits the ring for his match with Ted DiBiase. We get Ted DiBiase and Virgil for the $1 Million Championship. And if you've seen it, folks, the emotional apex this hits and what pro wrestling can be with this. Is this, fucking Omega Tanahashi 7? No. But there's the emotion in this that makes it such a special part of the SummerSlam history. So we take that down. Then Kairi comes out. She announces the attendance. Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn come out. All three of them together do the Dolph Ziggler hip swivel. And then Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn hit the ring. AJ Lee and Big E come out. They have their fantastic mixed tag match. And then put the kids to bed because it's time for fucking grown-up business. As The Rock and Triple H hit the ring. It's the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. And, jokes aside, I don't know if there's ever been a more we're next in line match in the history of wrestling than the ladder match between Triple H and The Rock, of just showing we're next in line. Triple H wins, which of course leads to an unfortunate series of events that brings us to today. But in the moment, it's an unbelievable match. And then you've had this incredible card thus far, and you have Brock Lesnar, who especially at SummerSlam shows up to play. You got Samoa Joe, who's a veteran of the game, who knows what to do and how to get it done. You have Roman Reigns, who at this point in his career is very frustrated with the way he's been presented, and he knows he needs to go out there and show out. And then you've got this big fucking burly rookie who doesn't know his own strength named Braun Strowman. And you do this interview segment beforehand where he's like 6 feet taller than Kairi Sane. She's there trying to interview him, and she's like trying to hold the mic up to him like this. And they come out and they know they have to fucking tear the house down. And what do? They tear the fucking house down. And this crowd goes home and they log on the internet and said, fuck your Great American Bash 1989. We have the new best show of all time. And that's what we do there.
Respect. Jerry and Alex, definitely the best promoter, I think. Excellent work. I think the Kairi Sane thing's kind of controversial, to be honest, but I'm not here to pick holes in your approach.
The matches remain the same. If you have to,
bro. I could have said The Miz was my host. Imagine the votes I'd get then, right? He's great at that. He's the most prolific pay-per-view host ever, dude.
He does have experience in that realm. You're correct.
Exactly. All right, tremendous stuff, Alex. Right, confirm shoot. What you got, bro?
Okay, so I didn't really listen to anything Alex said, so it's gonna be hard for me to follow that. But so my SummerSlam event, which is just called SummerSlam because we don't use World Wrestling Federation branding. So my show opens with Nick Bockwinkel welcoming you to SummerSlam live from the Hubert Humphrey Metrodome.
Big Nick on the big stage.
Yeah. And see, this all ties together because we're in Minnesota. And what Nick Bockwinkel is doing is he's introducing a Minnesota legend, Brock Lesnar, for our opening match,
Oh shit!
as he takes on CM Punk in a no disqualification match. So after 25 minutes of incredible action, we then move on to a non-title tag team turmoil match featuring the Acolytes, Draws and Albert, Edge and Christian, Mideon and Viscera, the Hardys, and the Holly Cousins. A real plethora of talent in that match. Some might say, confirm shoot, who won that match, and I would say to you, I have no fucking idea. But Hardcore Holly's in it, so it's good. From there, we go to a women's classic between Alundra Blaze and Bull Nakano. We follow that with a tag title match featuring Dean Ambrose and Tyler Black taking on The Bar. From there, we bring Nick Bockwinkel back out to do guest commentary on a Intercontinental title match between British Bulldog and Bret Hart. After that Matt Classic, we then move on to some plunder between the Big Show and Sabu for the ECW Championship.
Is Bot going to stay on commentary for that?
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in.
Oh my
Yes,
god!
why not?
Yeah.
And then we're going to end the show. And this is a big thing here. Is one thing that really hurt this match is that it followed a legendary ladder match and kind of killed the crowd, and they weren't as into it as they probably should have been. My main event, which is in the Metrodome, and we've calmed them down a little bit with Big Show and Sabu, is Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker for the World Championship. And that is my 7-match card. You probably won't vote for me. I don't give a fuck. I won. Nick Bockwinkel forever.
Respect. All right, good call. All right, Bob, take us home, and then we're going to do some polls here, folks. Because of the way YouTube works, we're going to have to split it. So the first poll will be Alex, Bob, myself, and Chris. Second will be Matt and not Matt and Oracle. Because if I split the match, then it would confuse people more. So we're going to do it like that, okay? So, Bob, go for it.
Okay. Just like SummerSlam 2002, we got Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio leading off. That'll go right into cruiserweight action between Tajiri and X-Pac before we slow things down a little bit with Demolitions and the Hearts in a 2 out of 3 falls match, leading into a little midway point of Alexa Bliss against Ronda Rousey.
A little midway point.
Yeah, kind of building to that for the first half of the show. Come back from a little break, and you get Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels in a ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns against Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper, and then Daniel Bryan against John Cena to close things out.
It's pretty good, dude.
Pretty damn good card right there.
Can I be honest? I think we've all done a good job, fellas. I really do.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First
We're very
poll is
good at
going
this.
in. I agree.
I have a question. Does the Daniel Bryan Cena match end with the cash-in?
Oh,
No.
great question.
Ooh.
No, affirmative. No,
No.
absolutely not. All right, we have our first poll getting underway here. Myself, Bob, Alex, and Chris. Vote who you think won. Not who lost, folks. Who won. And then we'll do the other poll. While we do that, we have a super chat from the wonderful Jumanji Hunter who says, who's your jelly roll for your SummerSlam?
Well, I can just take my shirt off right now.
You're going to play the part?
Yeah.
Who are the great SummerSlam musical performances? Is there a lot of them, or is it not as common with wrestling? Because WrestleMania, you could actually do a whole category, right?
Yeah.
Are those listed on Cage Match? I can look it up.
Chris Warren and the DX Band.
I was gonna say the DX band, and I don't know about
They had
anyone else.
Aaron Neville did was that SummerSlam? Did he SummerSlam as well? Or is that Halloween Havoc?
Didn't Aaron Neville? He did Spring Stampede, and he did a SummerSlam also. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have the fella who does the really funny fella who does the solo Sakura and AJ Styles themes, and have him do live renditions of those. I think to really get them rocking. God, could you imagine? Could you imagine Solo's theme live? The content I could get out of that. The poll is rocking and rolling here, and it is currently a landslide. Folks, it's a landslide currently. You can still change that. We're going to leave it up for another minute, then we'll get to the second poll here. Bob, how you feeling confidence-wise, brother?
Not great. I can't see the poll right now, but
Well, you're doing all right.
Okay.
You're doing okay. You shouldn't be as upset as I should. I think what we're going to see here as we wind down, we're going to do another 30 seconds or so. I think the promotional power of Contrarian Alex, you can't underestimate that. A real Eddie Hearn of the podcast game.
It's the hair.
He looks great. We've been talking about it
Yeah.
all night. He does look great, folks. I would like to note here as you vote, I mean, I've already lost, so I can do this, I feel. If you needed sort of visual aid, I should have used these throughout. Look at this. Look at the psychology. Look at this here, folks. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the positioning, Ark. Would you see the positioning? Look at that. Cutting the ring off. Damn right it is, brother.
Yeah, it is. Boy, that match sucked live.
Cutting the ring off, brother.
Isn't that the SummerSlam where like half the stadium's tarped off?
Which one?
Cold promotion.
It was pretty cold, yeah, wrong.
Yeah, there was like
your tweet the other day was disgusting, by the way. I'm not getting into it. It was cold promotion shit.
I mean, I went to the one in Vegas in 2021, and they had like a third. I mean, that was the joke. That one in Cleveland last week, and it's you don't sell stadiums out for less than WrestleMania, pretty much.
The poll is complete, and as I said, it's a landslide. We have a mere 10% for old Joey Bing Bong.
Oh,
12%.
It's a rough day for you, man.
It's a new day. It's only 6 a.m. 12% for the great Kris Bourdon.
Ooh, I didn't come in last this time.
Good for you, Kris. 27%, very respectable for the great Bobby Two Shoes, but it is a whopping 50% for the Kyrie Sane territory of Contrarian Alex. All right, I'm going to set up the other one.
It's been a rough week for Bobby on polling news.
I wish we could be in the chat so I could just type "God his ass."
I forgot Kurt versus Eugene was a thing. That's SummerSlam 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, Grinners, the second poll is now up. Vote away. We have Matt, we have Shoot, we have Oracle. Vote away. There's a couple minutes here, and then we're going to have our final. Folks, we hope you've enjoyed this. Bob, what should they do, just by chance, if they have enjoyed it?
Give us
Smash
money.
the like button.
Oh, man, these results are dynamic. Folks, get your votes in. By the way, thank you for that super chat, Roger. I don't think we answered it, but we appreciate it nonetheless. Right, while we're looking, this is close, folks. Get your votes in. You can actually shape this one. This is not a Contrarian Alex landslide. This is a competitive shootout. All three in the race, I have to say.
Every vote counts.
Every vote counts. Isn't that right, Bob?
Yep.
All right. We're going to leave this another 50 seconds. Get your votes in. There are wrong votes going in. Look at this. It's good. Oh, dear me. It appears we have a leader. We're going to go another 30 seconds here, folks. Then we're going to get to our final. Then, of course, we're going to do some plugs and promotions. We're going to get on out of here. It's been a wonderful time. Alex, do we know yet what we're doing next week, or are we still unsure? Is your schedule clear or not?
Yeah, it should be.
It should be. Pencil it in. Right, we'll do that, man. We do our plugs. Here is this in the meantime.
Slappatory.
All right.
Used to call fucking Mean Gene Okerlund Jurassic slap ass.
All right, it ends there. Okay. Wow, incredible stuff. Incredible moment in time here at the Late Night Grin. I wish it would tell me the results of the poll. That'd be very useful. Okay, I know one, but it actually is not telling me the results, which is quite unfortunate. Right. I think what happened was chat vouch for this.
That's interesting.
It's legitimately not telling me the results. Okay, I think I'm right about this. Chat, tell me, verify if this is correct. It's in. Right, tied with 29% each, we have, ironically, Matt and Shu. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Well, took so long to go. I mean, and that means with 40%, the Oracle of Wrestling has made it to the SummerSlam Draft final. Okay, here we go. We got
How is
Alex.
it 40, 29, 29? The 2%, like, were they write-in votes for somebody else?
I think this one swayed them. They said, "Give me over."
Shoot, Bob wrote in RFK 2 times.
That's way too direct joke. Right? All right, I'm going to put the final in here, folks. Get ready to vote. Someone talk, guys, quick.
I was about to say, boy, this party really died.
I was just
RFK joke killed the
picturing
crowd.
Bobby dropping off a bear out there, dead bear out in the middle of Central Park.
Alex,
You know?
Alex and Oracle, vote now, folks. This is it. There can only be one. There can
Let us
only be
go down.
one. Clash of the Titans.
Hosspocalypse, baby.
Wow, what a moment. What a moment. All right, folks, get your votes in. We're going to lead this up for another 90 seconds or so.
It's like UFC 66 when they did like the text poll. Who's going to win, Chuck Liddell or Tito Ortiz? And the whole night they did this gimmick where like
It used to be better.
Yeah, it was between like 51 and 49% just going back and forth.
Dude, did you see the state of the card they're running this weekend? Just for a moment. The UFC card with like Ty Brewer is in the main event. Oh, it's pitiful.
Beyond that, I didn't even fucking know that Izzy has a title fight next weekend until today.
It's over.
Like, yeah, it's beyond over. You want to talk about it used to be better with wrestling? Jesus Christ, man.
For real.
UFC.
We're under a minute here, folks. Sorry, Alex, but yeah, you're correct. Totally correct. Totally correct. We are winding down here. Still try to get your vote in. It's close enough to make things happen. We have Contrarian Alex and the Kyrie Sane-centric production. And we have Lord Oracle. He's traditional professional wrestling. It's almost New Japan-esque build there. The slow burn. Get to the main event matches.
To those of you still on the fence, just think about hearing the Steiner's WF theme. Bing, bang, ding, ding, ding. Dang, hang, and dang, bang, dang.
The idea of Kyrie standing there for that is unbelievable. All right. 5 seconds, folks. 5 seconds to get your vote in. All right. I believe we have a winner. I'm going to wait for you to confirm it because I don't want any controversy. We've already had enough of that tonight. But indeed, it's happened.
Are you ready to announce the winner, Joe?
Yes, mate. Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
That almost made up for our production woes earlier. That's very good. Very good. I didn't know we could do that. Did you make that during the show?
I did it just now while you were talking.
Excellent. All right. With 72% of the votes, the winner of the Late Night Grin SummerSlam Draft is Contrarian Alex. Takes it home, folks. He's done it. It will be controversial with the Kyrie Sane tactics, but nonetheless,
What a
he's pulled it
win.
off.
A great win.
No,
A tremendous win. The greatest win in the history of SummerSlam.
Get him off. Get him. This is the most dangerous thing we've ever done. Never do that again. Never ever give him a one shot. This whole platform just flashed before my eyes, dude. Never again. When did you decide you were going to do that?
When the screen just became me and my arms were actually in frame. I tried to do like this. I'd look like a fucking idiot, but I was like, all right, I got to do something with this moment.
Oh, it's tremendous. Tremendous.
Wow.
God, congratulations. Contrarian Alex, I guess. I don't know.
What a night.
Really, this has been a great time. And Kris, you are to thank for that. I truly appreciate you bringing this concept over here. It's a wonderful
Hell yeah,
time.
man.
And the beauty of it, as we've said a million times over beforehand, the beauty of it is something that we can do in different formats, right? Different shows anyway, different topics. So
Yeah,
very fun. Kris, final thoughts, and then beyond that, do some plugs and promotions. I know you and Matt have a wonderful show. We'd like to. I'll try and plug it below. I'll remember to do that. Remind me, in fact. I'm going to plug it below, but tell the people about it, Kris.
Yeah, no, this was a ton of fun. Appreciate you guys allowing me to bring this over here. It's just one of those things that you come up with when your job doesn't require a whole lot of mental be on the ball. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And all you have to do is listen to wrestling podcasts and think about wrestling for the majority of the day. So
respect.
This idea was born out of that, and Matt and I did it, just the two of us to start with, like 5 years ago. And it was fun with just two of us, and then we did it with four with you, Joe, and Jeremy, and now like having like this many people was really a lot of fun. So but yeah, musicandmoonsalts.com, that's where you can go. Most every week, Matt and I on usually post them Friday afternoon. We sit down and for about an hour talk about the week in wrestling and whatever other bullshit we talk about. Here in a few weeks, there'll be a lot of Detroit Lions talk probably on those shows as well. But yeah, so go check that out. And also on that same channel, I post bass covers, so check that out as well.
So how you feeling about the season coming up?
I'm confident, but also 35 plus years of being a Lions fan also has me nervous as shit. So,
we are primed to be dropped on our heads. Yes. All this bravado, all this, look, we're going to the Super Bowl. It's perfect time for them to remind us who they are.
Yeah, Alex and I can relate.
Yeah. Joe, I didn't mean to cut you off, but any chance I get to talk about American football? We're so fucking close to the season starting too, so.
Yeah, you win one draft, start fucking hosting the show. It's great. Matt, not confirmed shoot. Matt, of course, that's you're alongside Kris and that wonderful project, which I will link below. But Matt, anything to promote yourself? I know you're not active on the Twitter because you're smarter than all of us. So anything to promote in that regard?
No, I have nothing to promote. Musicandmoonsalts.com, Kris and Matt's Wrestling Pod. That's it.
Beautiful.
Appreciate you guys having me on this week.
Oh, it's a pleasure, absolutely. And I thought you did a hell of a job. I think, unfortunately, our audience doesn't really. I mean, we're still on the air. I won't get into it too much, but they don't really. I mean, you and I should have. But anyway,
I'll take that stamp of approval.
Alex, what's happening with the Contrarians? I asked you 3 days ago. What's up?
Oh yeah,
any news?
I mean, we've always got things going on. Same thing I said the other night. Our Peter Bogdanovich and PJ Hogan series are coming to an end, and Julio just returned from Italy. He was on sabbatical this summer, so I'm glad he had a good time there. And plenty more to come. And there's also some Contrarians offshoot podcasts in the work for people to pay attention to coming up soon. So stay tuned. At Contrarian Prime on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. At Contrarian Prime on all your social media platforms. Follow to. Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Follow us to stay tuned for what's coming soon. And then, oh, baby, here before too long, stay tuned to the late night Grin for Grin Grappler Alexa Bliss. That's coming down the pipe. So
we really promoted that strong tonight, I thought. Speaking of big business at late night Grin, we can pencil it in now. This may change, but we're very hopeful. Next Friday, we head back to the Impact Zone on the infamous night where that very building caught fire, and it just so happens that a certain Contrarian lived it. And he's going to be joining us next week for a Grin Along. It's going to be a hell of a time. Super excited for that. Next Friday, the flagship LNG 122. All right, Oracle, anything to plug? Anything to promote?
So, we have next Friday, Grin Along, TNA Hard Justice 2006.
Correct.
August 23rd, I will not be present, but it will be taking place The All In Wembley preview. August 30th. Bash of Berlin preview. September
Big
6th.
business.
All Out preview.
Wow.
Wow.
And sometime in the near future, Grin Grappler, Alexa Bliss.
Indeed. Bobby, anything to add?
No, Oracle covered it all.
Did you do that, Joe?
Pretty sure it's Bob.
Thanks.
He literally we threw the ball to him. Right?
Bob.
Yeah.
Shoot, you got anything to promote?
No. NASCAR's back this weekend.
That was
Hell
kind of
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Did you notice like the effect on that?
Yeah.
It was kind of spooky.
Uncle Howdy vibes, really.
Big Unc Howard energy.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what comes of that. Bob, are you sure you don't want to elaborate on that, mate? It was a bit weird. Why did you hit that video?
I don't know, man.
Can't control himself.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Why would that be your answer? That means you're accepting that you did hit the video. That's fucking incredible.
Maybe I did.
Maybe I did.
Bobby's Uncle Howdy now. It's canon. Alright. Anyway,
Now we got to get Bob and Uncle Howdy mask.
We should. Did they sell? Did
Yeah,
they
I
do
think they
Uncle Howdy
sell
masks
all
yet?
of them.
They have
Yeah.
to, right? In all, well, not seriousness, but bits aside, folks. Big business coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Big business coming up. August will be the biggest month in LNG history once it's all said and done. I'm pretty sure of that. All right, next week, LNG 122. There it is again. One of the funniest. Look at Jeff Jarrett's face in that. Unbelievable. Go check out Grin Grappler, Jeff Jarrett. That was a hell of a time on Tuesday. Next week, I may do a Holbert House show, maybe a hanging with Holbert. We'll see how we go. But stay tuned, folks. Stay locked in. It's business about to pick up. This has been a wonderful time. We asked one last favor throughout the night. We've said perhaps you could, smash the like button. But really what we need now is a comment, right? So here's what you need to do first. Whether you enjoyed this show or not, hopefully you have. Comment below who you thought won the draft or favorite SummerSlam matches, or even better yet, favorite SummerSlam matches that no one picked. Because there were some heavy, I think someone said Rock and Brock didn't go, right?
Yeah.
Some heavy hitters. So there's a bunch of material for you. Please comment below. It helps us out a lot. Keep grinning. All house support all the wonderful folks on your screen. And most importantly, enjoy this outro. Leave those comments.
Ahoy!
Speak soon.